What up, guys? Had like a nice little push off that previous day high there, but man, just too risky to be trying to take a trade into the 900 here. Very, very scary. Maybe we're at the top of the hour already? No? We'll wait and see what happens here. See if we get a pullback off this 10. We're heading back into some resistance. May get a push up to 38 here again. That's kind of where this hit at a while ago. You do have like a big order block sitting up there at 30,000. So 30,000 may get a push here. Let's see. Got a pivot at 06 here. Just be patient and wait. See if we can get that big move to the top side. We do have resistance here. Pretty much the same spot we had two at the 910. Yeah, I like to see that pull back to like 94, 85 area. Just gotta be patient and wait. Like I said, a lot of resistance up here around the 940s. Hello, how are you doing tonight? I'm not usually a big fan of us trading up there around the previous day high. Usually I hate it. Still like to see a pullback to 94 if we can. Kind of retest 94 for a nice bounce. I don't know if we can try a little filler trade there. Get that little pullback to 94. We are at the previous day high, which is 922. And usually around that's not the best level to trade. So I'm thinking if we can get through the 20s here and kind of print above it, that would probably be the safest way to trade that. And then you can look for that 30,000 push. So hello, how are you doing? Good morning. We're just sitting here watching some slow. I mean, we've had some decent movements for Asia market. I mean, shoot, they've almost had 100-point moves multiple times. So they've also offered some really good moves. You got to think we're at the current day mid. It was all the way down at 39. We pushed up all the way to 40. So multiple 100-point moves here in the Asia market. So, I mean, we're up almost, what, 800, 140 points total. So the safer bet would be just kind of wait to the top of the hour and see where this hourly candle gets the push at. Sorry, swallowed here wrong here. We're pushing up to that previous day high at the moment. So you definitely don't want to be careful if you're trying to long into this previous day high. This is usually a very horrible area to trade. So, and we got the opening week gap up there around the 30,000. So that's why I was thinking the 30,000s here. I don't know if we're going to get to the top of the 40s here and have one more push back. We already kind of ran the top of that one time. Where'd that last wick pull up to? Let's see. So the high on that last candle was 33. We're just going to sit here and wait. We're not going to be in any big hurry. Remember, it's always very tough to trade this around the previous day high, guys. The resistance has gotten weak since we've been here multiple times. Oh, goodness. All right, here comes our new hourly candle. See, this thing could dump all the way back down. So this is the area you need to see hold. So true. Yeah, yesterday some folks got hammered with one of those Trump candles. Man, does this thing go all the way back down to the bottom here? Like if we hit 85, bounce back up and cannot get back above the, say, 905s, man. Let me pull fib on this and see what the pullback is. What, 73s or 21 EMA? So this is kind of your 50% pullback on this candle now. So this is at your 50%. And maybe going to 830 here. No, we just lost that. Holy crap. Pull back. It's really hard to chase these guys. 830 is kind of the target to the downside, what I'd be looking for. Just don't want to get trapped in a short here just in case this thing just decides to rip back up on us. What's up, man? Big reversal. Like I said, don't want to get caught in a short or long here. So we're just trying to be patient. Make sure all these levels hold. What do we got? Another couple minutes for this candle to print. Like to see this thing push all the way down to the 30s. Let me go to Discord. All right. So we're kind of bouncing off that VWAP there at the 56 for anybody that likes to trade off the VWAP. All right, about to have a new 5-minute candle here. I don't really want this back above 80. Want it to kind of just bounce here and just start pushing back down. Maybe. I definitely feel like you could get down there to the 30s, 40s kind of area. That 45 is also where your 50 EMA is. If you like to trade off of EMA, that's that white line on the screen there. And the VWAP is at 57. You too, buddy. Thanks for hanging out. Good luck the rest of the night if you're going to continue trading. What's up, Nick? Oh, you're good, man. Yeah, you gotta be safe if you're out driving. I was seeing if we're going to stay in this range here. Oh, nice. It's going good, Wes. No, I'm not sure about that indicator. I'm sorry. How much time we got left here? We're about to have a new 15-minute candle. This thing's having a hard time pushing down, so shoot, we may just be moving back up here. I thought we would make another run down to those 30s and 40s here. Push it on. It's been it's been trying to push back up. Are you thinking we go up now? Maybe. Oh yeah, definitely. Well, are you talking about the CPI numbers? Or the Trump candle from yesterday? That was the CPI numbers. La la. All right. All right. Ah, man. I thought we would get one more push down. Like I said, I don't really like longing into these previous day highs. I don't really have a favorite investor. Oh, you were on the wrong side this morning? Oh, that sucks. We do have a... No, we don't. I thought we had a pivot at the 906, but we don't. We're pretty much pushing back into that resistance again. The same area we've been rejecting. So no, I'm sorry. I don't know who that is. Like I said, it's very hard to long up into this area, guys. You really needed to see that big pullback. But just didn't get it. Seeing if we get another pullback back into the 900s here. All right. What's the next pullback if we pull back to what, to 93? How big of a hole did you get yourself in from that candle this morning? All right. Oh, this thing's just... ugh. Like I said, anytime we're around this previous day high, man, the market's just, it sucks to trade this. We can pull fib on this leg here and see where the 50% mark is. What is that, down to 90? What's up, Mark? Yeah, definitely making some lower highs. It's just so hard to long in the previous day high, so just kind of sitting on the sidelines. The resistance has gotten weak up here, so, well, that's showing. Man, we would have to get through the 40s to kind of get through this resistance. Once again, we're kind of bouncing off the previous day high. You almost need to print above the previous day high and wick back into it. As you can see, we've yet to have any kind of closure above that level. Maybe. All right, we got 1 minute left on this candle here. Let's see if the body can close above it with some kind of body above the previous day high here. We definitely do not long into previous day high, guys. And that previous day high is there at 922. So it's just safer to kind of sit on the sidelines. You can see almost what 10 point rejection off that previous day high. We've kind of busted through it a few times. I feel like we still need a pullback down to say 830s, 840s. That's kind of what we were looking for a while ago whenever we pushed down, but anybody else in a trade at the moment? Has anybody caught in a short or long at the moment? Like I said, until we probably get above the 20s or even the 40s, it's really very hard to long into this area here, guys. So what? There we go. He's trying to break above the 20. You just don't know if it's going to push it and just wick right back down. You know what I'm saying? That I'm not sure. I don't ever follow any stocks, World Watcher. There's the top of that 40 range that we were discussing. That's the top of your resistance. See, I don't know if we end up getting a deep pullback out of this level, but we've already been up here 3 times, so hopefully not. Hopefully this next candle can print and kind of hold up at the 220s. Definitely could probably get a nice short off the 30,000s, I bet. So what we're doing is just kind of waiting to see what happens with this next 5-minute candle. We got a minute left on this 5-minute candle. You want to make sure it's going to hold the 20s here. You kind of want to see it kind of wick back into the 20s. You want to see it hold up like 22, 23 area, 25, kind of that area there. So basically what you don't want to see is this body get back below the previous day high here. That just means the bulls just cannot keep it up here, and the bears are just controlling this area. Wow. So this is why it says don't long until we print above the previous day high, or we have to need to get above that 40 level. So we're still struggling to get this body above this 22. It's trying to close above it, but I don't know. It's close. Just cannot stay above it there. See, this thing could come back a long ways. Like I said, that's the top of that range at the 40 level. Oh, you're looking for the down here? Yeah, we're kind of back in that Hmm. Man, this thing's on the struggle bus. I'm just kind of sitting on my hands, just kind of waiting, just because we're at that previous day high. So it makes it very difficult. You would think that we would have a fairly big pullback here. Yeah, I would like to see a pullback all the way down to 830. All right, about to have a new 5-minute candle. A bit of... What's up, man? Oh, very, very choppy at the moment, guys. Very choppy. Uh-oh. Yeah, I wouldn't mind if we had pushed back down to the 30 level, 830. I feel like it's been very trappy every time it's tried to push up here. At least the last few candles have seem to be very trappy. Yeah, mainly only the MNQ. I prefer to just to trade one thing over and over. maybe if we push through the 40s. Like I said, this has been the top of that resistance up here. So be careful trying to take trades into the 40s here. Like I said, this has been pretty crappy price action. I'm still looking for 30,000 to get hit, like 930 or 995, 30,000 area. All right, less than 1 minute to go on this next 5-minute candle. Let's see if this thing can finally print above 40 here. Just 20 seconds left. Well, at least we're finally getting above the 40s. Kind of want to see these wicks here at the 30s and 30 areas hold 26. Ooh, man, that looks dumpy. Maybe this will be the 810 you're talking about. Maybe this will be the big pullback here. We're still struggling to get above that 40 level. Kind of want to see the pullback to 18. This thing is just so trappy on both sides. Should get another bounce here off the 99s. I'm not really sure where the 50% mark is. Let's see, what is going on here? It's creating a bearish order block here at 9s. Let's see. We got support all the way down at what, 846? $860s maybe. All right, we should find out quite a bit on this next candle or not. If we get like a slightly pullback, maybe into the 5s and 10s and just dump. Like I said, I didn't pull fib on this to see where the 50% mark was, so I don't know if anybody else did that or not. I'm not really sure how to add a translator. Man, this thing just racks some people in just to freaking go back up. You got to have the 17 hold here. If 17 holds, it should push back down, but if we get through 17... Doesn't look like 17 is going to hold up here for us. Maybe. We're on the 5-minute time frame. I thought we would finally get a deeper pullback, but like I said, this may only be the 50% here. Like I said, I did not pull fib on it. Still got a minute 20 seconds left on this. You kind of need this back be for shorts. You need it back below the 810, but if we start kind of printing above the 820s again, we're probably going back to the top side. And that's back above that previous day high again. Just don't know if, I mean, just going to be another freaking fake out. Look at there, right there at the previous day high. You almost need to see this candle push down. Remember, it has not been the best area to long above this previous day high. It's been super trappy above the previous day high, which is at the 22. I would still prefer to see like a big pullback. But I don't think we're going to get it. Man, this is just another fake out to the top side here. So this has been super choppy and wicky between the 922s and 940s. Yeah, I'm still just kind of sitting on my hands and waiting. Like I said, anytime you're trading around this previous day high, it usually sucks. I don't know if we're going to leave the order block here or not. You also have to be careful up here at the 40 level. So we've printed above this 30 multiple times, or we pushed above the 40 multiple times, but we have yet to kind of close above it and hold it. And there's nothing worse than, you know, you're looking at 30,000 on the way up. So there's going to be a lot of resistance moving up into that area also. All right, 1 minute left on this 5-minute candle. Does this next 5-minute candle gets us up there to the 30s? Like I said, every single candle up here is resisted. And this is at the top of the 40 here. You can see we're still struggling to get through the 40s. It almost like best just to wait for us to push up to the 30,000s and look for a short. Ooh, finally getting up there. Is anybody trapped in a longer short right now? You almost need to see a pullback into the 25s to 20 area to kind of retest that previous day high and kind of bounce off those wicks. Oh, goodness. This has been horrible price action tonight, guys. At least we've had some movement. All right, 2 more minutes left on this 5-minute candle. We're waiting for a new 5-minute candle. All right, finally got through all this resistance. Man, this has been, it took a lot to get through this area, especially in the Asia session. All right, there we go. Look at her. She's bouncing now. We just gotta wait. It took us forever to get through those 40s tonight. "30 seconds left." Like I said, you want to see this next candle kind of wick back into the 50s and 40s. Yeah, New York session was tough to trade today too. All right, so a new 4-hour candle here. We'll pull back to like 42. I just pretty much trade off support and resistance. I mean, nothing. Like we would look for a pullback back into 42s and 43 where all these wicks have built up for the last couple hours. Either that or we just wait for us to push up to 30,000. Don't know. Like I said, we're just kind of waiting to see if the 40 getting a pullback to the 42s, 43s. Doesn't look like it wants to, huh? Yeah, if you try to chase this long, I still say the pullback has to come back down to 22. Not 22, but 42. I mean, I have it marked out here. It's kind of where it needs to come back to. We done spent this whole 5 minutes in just one little consolidation candle. All right, 30 seconds left. We'll get a new 5-minute candle. Very dud for a 4-hour candle, guys. This is the beginning of the 4-hour candle. I mean, very choppy for the opening of a 4-hour and hourly candle. And usually anytime I try to chase these, I usually end up getting stopped out. So well, nice. You would think that would get some pretty big resistance up here at the 30,000s. Is anybody in long? Did anybody jump in long, like way down at the bottom at that, what, 900 retest? I can't believe that we did pull back to the 42s and retest those ledges. I still will try a long off the 40s if we get to pull back to the 40s, because we got a 21 EMA sitting there on the Rico candles and plus all those wicks. Just have not got the pullback. Definitely the big level up there is going to be 30,000. So I definitely will short the 30,000 up there. You're kind of going into support and resistance, and plus a big old order block up there at the 30,000. Maybe a little pullback into the 977s. So what makes it so hard to chase these is like the volume. It's like even if you jump in and chase this, even though if it goes up, you just have to like constantly just sit through a lot of just drawdown, like back and forth, and it makes it super difficult to trade this. So maybe. No. Come on. Ooh, eyes are getting heavy. Was anybody affected by the war news candles either Friday or Monday? I was looking for a pullback into 40s for long. Were you long off all those wicks and stuff where we built up all this resistance here between the 30s and 40s? Short would only be possible if we push back up there to 30,000. Then we have a big old bearish order block up there at 30,000, 95, 90 area. I wouldn't mind seeing it fill that little gap down there at the 40s. Fill it. Dude, this is such a weak 4-hour candle, guys. I mean, usually we get a little bit of movement here on this 4-hour 9 o'clock candle, but man, this thing has just been horrible. Oh. Make it a little bounce off of 89 here, 89, 90 area. All right, let's see if we're going to get that 30,000 rejection. $35 rejection. I want to see it bounce, reject off of the 89 there. Actually, 97. I was kind of hoping that would be the 90 bounce and not the 80 bounce. I mean, this is definitely a scalpy type price action, guys. So if you can just get 5 or 10 points, that's all I would really look for here. Maybe. Let's see where the bottom of that is at. 40, 50. Oh, you're looking for the gap fill in? Where's the gap fill in at up there? I know I've heard Methodical talking about that gap fill in today. All right, maybe this next push down will finally get us to 40. Anybody in position now? Is anybody holding the long from earlier? All right, it's going to be our 90 hit finally. Hopefully the 90 level will offer a big pullback. I mean, that was almost a 20-something point pullback off the 80 there. Let's see what time it is. All right. So this is your new 15-minute candle. Yeah, that's that opening week gap from what, Sunday night that you're talking about trading. All right, does this finally give us the 90 hit and the 30,000 hit? You just don't know if it's going to blast through the 30,000. That's the only thing that's a little scary here. I haven't really done a lot. I'm like $30 in the red from earlier. We pretty much just been kind of sitting on our hands, Nick. You know, it's been very difficult to trade up there around those previous day highs. Yeah, this price action has been tough tonight, man. I mean, we had a little bit movement earlier, but like I said, man, going into the previous day highs is so hard to trade. And I hate taking trades into previous day highs. And then there's been so many fake outs to the upside that it's been making it very difficult. Oh, goodness. Dude, why couldn't that be the 90 bounce? There's definitely a lot of wicks down here, Nick. I'm kind of sad that we didn't push up and touch the 90 level. Ooh. We ain't asking for much here. Dude, the ES is just trading sideways. Look at the ES, it's just straight sideways trading. It definitely bounced off that 97 level. That's been kind of a long for the ES levels. Lost my chart. Oh, never mind. Right there. I'm still looking for that 90 level to get hit with a pullback. Man, I can't believe it's almost 10:30 already. Yeah, that's what I would like to see too there. Yes, if we can get that pull back into the 40s. That is a nice retest area. There's a lot of candles down there, so you would expect us to get some kind of bounce out of there. We're on micros on the NQ. It may just stay in this range also. Where, I mean, you can see that we're in a range. And we're also we're also following that 9 EMA up also. Yes, are you gonna smash the buy button in at 40, or are you just gonna you gonna try a resting order? Oh man. Eyes are burning. You gonna do the resting order? Whew, 20 micros. Dude, how big of a count are you trading over there? Holy goodness. Are you trading like a 150 account or a cash account? Man, two minis. That's a lot. Oh goodness. My luck, it would. If I put 20 micros, man, holy goodness. It would just blast it. Nice on the 20 micros on a cash account, man. Heck yeah. I don't know. I love to trade. I don't really follow any stocks. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. This has been a very uneventful night for me, guys. Have not really hardly taken anything. Just pretty much just been sitting on our hands. Like I said, I do not like trading into the previous day high, so that's why we haven't really been taking a lot. It's just been so choppy up there. Almost every single move up there for what? How many candles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Almost 10 candles pushing up there before we finally got through. 10 to 12 candles. I mean, it took a lot. Almost a half hour, what, 6:30 all the way to what? at least 2 hours to get through this stuff. So it's been very difficult tonight. You know, I feel like every single move, especially if you're over leveraged and you're trying to buy breakouts, and you pretty much end up buying the top of the range. So probably almost 3 years. I'm still a rookie. So I was like, nice on the cash account. It just can't do it. So you know what happened if you try to chase this right? It'll end up pulling back down to the 40s, and you'll be sitting through like 30 points of drawdown. Oh. Nothing happens, we'll just walk away and come back in the morning. I'll probably give this a few more minutes. If we stay chopping sideways, I'll probably just come back in the New York session to trade. I don't feel like sitting here for another hour just waiting on to get another like 5 or 10 point move. So, because I'm already kind of feeling tired. Yeah, this stuff's just choppy as crap. I mean, we did have some move earlier, but like I said, man, I hate trading previous day high. I just hate it. It's so many fake outs up there. Give me the 30,000 bounce up here. Oh, my back. You're down 60. Oh, goodness, dude. I don't know if I can handle those. That's some crazy losses there. Holy goodness. That's way out of my element there, man. Excuse me. Goodness, I cannot stop yawning tonight. Just need that one trade. Oh, goodness. So what do you like? You just get that one trade and just hold it as long as you can? I hated that we consolidated above the 80s. I'd much rather see if we could have got that 90 bounce. Because most of the time we'll hit 90 to 95 and pull all the way back to at least 75 and even the 50s. Okay, so you just do the find your entry and hold. Okay. Even this area right here has been kind of a little bit of wall. I was hoping to be a little bit higher up. Yeah, I'm kind of looking for us to find resistance up at the 30,000s, maybe for a decent pullback off the 30,000s. Since there's kind of like a bearish order block there. The only thing is that order block is like 40 points. So that's a big old order block. I'm kind of saddened by this 4-hour candle because right now this 4-hour candle is only about 30 something points. What time is it? All right. Guys, we'll give it about 10 to 20 more minutes. If nothing has happened in the next 10 or 20 minutes, we'll just have to come back for the New York session because I have to get back up between 4 and 5 in the morning. I mean, I don't have to, but I do. All right. Remember being careful along in the breakout here. We still got 3 minutes left on this 5-minute candle. Oof. The Sabo box is for real tonight, guys. The range trading has been pretty wild lately. That's something I wish I was a little better at, is range, but I just don't feel comfortable trading range. So we just kind of stay away from it. You got a 3 micro long at 997. Nice. What are you just scalping like 5 points on those trades, Nick? Dude, that should have been the 5 points right there. Why didn't that shit tag me in? Dirty, dirty, dirty. You may get your 973 wick test here. Yeah, that's what I was looking for, Donnie. I was looking for a short off that 90 level. Miss me. Next short level is probably going to be 995 to 97. Now, does this push back through the 90s or do we continue bouncing off the 90s? So I don't really want to look at this the second time. A lot of times if I try to take a setup on the second hit, it just fails. So like I said, you kind of need the next level up would be 95. Yeah, I think I have it marked out. This thing got 2 in it. Probably since I'm not going to take it, it's probably going to bounce. That's how it usually goes. I still can't believe we didn't get that 40 pullback. Come on, one more push up there. Like I said, we're looking for either a 95 or 97, 98. What time is it? 42 after. Man, I can't believe we waited this whole time for the 89 to get hit and it did not fill me. We should be streaming a little bit longer tomorrow. We don't have to get off the stream at 10 o'clock, 10:15 because we won't be on my funded futures tomorrow. How's everybody else's trading going tonight? Is anybody in a position right now that they'd like to share? If they're in a long, short, hopefully long, if you've been just grinding this thing higher and higher. I think right now we have like a small little $30 red on our account from earlier. So other than that, we've been just kind of sitting and waiting. You got long at the 82 candle dealer. Nice. $82 is Nick's favorite number. For some reason he said he likes to short and long the 82. You bottom ticked this bad boy earlier, but sold. Nice. I think it will keep going up. I just know it's probably going to have a little battle up there at the 30,000s candle dealer. I could be wrong. I feel like we've hit the 30,000s quite a bit over the last few months. There is a big bearish order block up there. I mean, massive order block. I mean, it's like almost 50 points. Massive. And that's on the 5 minutes. The only thing that worries me about longs is I'm not sure, do we get another 9 EMA pullback? You know, depends on how many contracts you're in. Because you could get another 9 EMA retest at the 67s. 6-7. 6-7. Mm-hmm. They give it to you with the prop firms. Dot. We trade with Bulanox, Lucive, and My Funded Futures. Yeah, I only do evals in the Asia market there, Nate. Well, some evals are expensive, you know, if you buy those expensive evals, but everything I trade in the nighttime is usually the Bulanox evals that cost like 10 to 15 bucks. Usually the funded accounts, I strictly do those during the New York session in the first couple hours in the morning. But we haven't had any trades the last few days because Monday morning I didn't stream regularly. Today we had CPI numbers, and so just did not find anything today. Pretty much sat on our hands all the way up until almost 11 o'clock today. And by then, usually I switch over to an eval trade. So tonight has been very uneventful too. We've been sitting on our hands a lot tonight too. Just because I'm not a big fan whenever we're trading into the previous day high. I guess we're just not going to be lucky enough to get that 40 pullback, guys, anytime soon. I do have my Lucif accounts and my funded futures accounts connected to Trade-of-8 that I trade on NinjaTrader. The only account that's tied to Ninja is the Ripnik accounts that with the Bulanox. So basically, I just sign into Ninja with Lucif in my funded futures. So set up your Trade-of-8 account, then use your username password to set up the account. I'm pretty sure we probably pronounce it wrong, Candle Dealer. Probably when I say it, it sounds like the Lucif with the IF on the end. All right, there's your... Yeah, I understand what you're saying. As long as y'all understand, that's all that matters. I probably won't stop mispronouncing it. You're not familiar with those. You only trade the Take Profit Trader. Okay. Or yeah, Take Profit. I haven't ever really used the Take Profit Trader a lot. I've tried them like maybe 2-3 times, but not that much. Damn you, 90 level. Thank you, good sir. You were driving and couldn't texting. Did you have to drive a long ways today, Nick, or was it just a short drive? So does that mean you're back out on the road again, traveling? Now, is that 50 miles or whatever? Is that for work, you said? Oh, just helping a friend. Okay. Nice. It takes a lot to be a driver to make a living doing that. That's what my father-in-law did for a living. He did it for like 30 to 40 years. I think he did 30 years just with, I think 29 years just with Walmart. There's just no way. Being one of the over the road drivers. I mean, I guess if you had no family and no wife, no kids, it would make it easier. Yeah, I mean, you're just pretty much gone all the time. especially if you're one of the over the road drivers where you're just gone like 2 weeks at a time. You only get to come home for like 72 hours every 2 weeks. I mean, you're pretty much selling your life for what, 80 to 100,000. You're pretty much selling your life. Like I said, if you don't have no kids or wife, it's probably not that big of a deal. But, you know, especially if your kids are younger. Short this, stop the 30-minute candle. Okay. Bill, are you shorting? Future Kids is looking, he's aiming for the 900s. Oh, you're waiting for the 30-minute candle. What time is it? Oh, okay, so 30 minutes / hourly here. Shoot, I hardly ever leave home. I don't even think I left my house today. The only time I left my house today was maybe walk my dog like a mile up the road and back. That was it. And that was like at 5 o'clock this morning. That was the last time I left the house, besides to check the mail. Ugh. Nick, man, I still have not had any funded trades this week. So for Monday or Tuesday, I don't remember the last time I have not traded funded accounts in 2 days. So hopefully tomorrow we can get back on our elusive. We only need I think 180 for one of the $500 payouts with them. So we've been doing our best, trying not to mess those up, and so we've been just trying to wait till the price action is a little bit cleaner in the morning. We'll wait here till the top of the hour and see what the top of the hour brings. We're at that 9 EMA. What time is it? Oh, shoot. I thought it was the top of the hour. What do we got, about 2 minutes? So you would think this thing would push all the way back down to the 50s. That's kind of where your next 21 EMA is. Got a minute here left for the new hourly candle. Oh, you did, oh, you took the retest of the 78 when it wigged back up into that 78. Nice. What's up, fish lips? We've been doing good. Still nothing new, man. Just hanging out on the stream every night and streaming in the morning. Trying to survive those Trump candles. Those things hit people pretty hard. Yeah, we got a small payout last month. Then this month we could, if we can make about $600 and $200 on another account, that should get us $2,500 this month. So between 3 different accounts. At least that's the goal. But price action has been kind of crappy the last few days. So we haven't even traded funded accounts the last few days. What about yourself? You still trading a lot, fish lips, or you just been working? I didn't know if work had you busy or you just been busy. So you said you took the 70, you said you took the 78 bounce? Oh, you said you didn't like it because it was top of the hour. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, sweet, man. And that's just the same strategy with the 25 bounces? Or the whole number bounces? Oh, yeah, these dumps have been pretty wild lately. I was expecting a little bit more eventful 1 hour candle here at the top of the hour. This is kind of the area you need to see hold up to push back down to 49. Let's see. Should. You testing a strategy created for Ninja based on my rules, testing 4 versions right now. Oh, nice. How are you doing the automated thing? Oh, okay. Dude, I can't believe this thing's not pushing. Oh, that's dirty. Kind of looking for the bounce off the 52s here. Fetal sticks. I don't know. This thing's just slinging off of that level. Maybe. Oh well. We're trying to grab 5 points on that short down to 52. See if we can get that 21 EMA pullback. Nice short for the guys who all took that short. I know there were some other guys that were looking for a short. Still like it has plenty of room to get down. I mean, especially you would think that we want to retest those 40 levels down there. You just need to make sure we don't get a bounce here off of the 50 level. Guys, we're going to probably be calling it quits in a minute. Like I said, we really haven't taken any trades tonight. It's just been so choppy, and I haven't really felt in the mood to just scalp this. We did get back in the green by like $3 because we were in the red by like $30. Other than that, we've just been kind of sitting here watching price action chop back and forth. Are you in a short, Rosin? You chickened out last minute? Okay, nice. Oh, sweet. Let's see. Future Kid, he's like, I'm in a short from 68. Nice. Heck yeah. Nice guys on y'all shorts. All right. Let's see if this thing could pop back up here to 61, maybe. Still got about 2 more minutes for a new 15-minute candle. I don't know. I would kind of anticipate a bounce down here around the 40s with all these wicks. We could be going back to, what, 917? 915? Maybe. Like I said, you could get a pullback here for 161. You just kind of want to see it bounce off that 9 EMA up there at the 61s to 65s. $60 to $65. volume. I haven't even looked at volume. What is VIX tonight? 17, so still kind of high. Like I said, you kind of want to see this area hold. Almost 61 to the tick. You just got to have 61, 64 kind of hold up here. If we get back above those 9 EMAs, we may get another push up. And my eyes are burning. Like I said, you don't really want this back above the 9 EMA. Is that a new candle? No. Whew. It popped that 9 EMA hard, didn't it? Ooh, did not expect it to pop that hard. I thought if it would have done it, it would have done it a little bit more on the gradually side, but instead, dude, once it popped that 9 EMA, man, it popped off pretty good. Yeah, that probably got some folks stopped, whoever shorted down there. All right, guys, like I said, that was going to be it for me tonight. We really haven't taken hardly any trades. We've been just kind of sitting on our hands all night. Like I said, we only got $3 tonight. Like, we have not been taking anything tonight. It has been just kind of sitting on our hands. This price action has not been the greatest. And that account, I only need like a little under $500 more to pass it. And I'm trying not to mess it up. So that's why we've been just kind of just sitting on the sidelines and just kind of being patient. Like I said, I'm never a big fan of trading around previous day high and into a major whole number, which is 30,000. So it could just be super choppy here for the rest of the night, where we're just kind of stuck between 30,000 and 930s. And so, like, you see how, like, none of these candles you get good follow through. Every single one, like, especially if you try to buy these breakout candles, there's always like a 10 or 15 point pullback. Uh-oh. I know it's like, do we get, man, we've already hit that 90 once up there. The next resistance is going to be up at the 30,000s. But like I said, we're just watching. Oh well. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching tonight. Sorry there wasn't a lot of trading tonight. The market was super choppy. I mean, a little worse than usual. Like I said, I'm never a big fan of trading around previous day high. I try to stay away from it. I know it's not on that chart. So if you look, previous day high here. So we've been just kind of, you can see it. This is what I was talking about. We could get stuck here between these two levels, between your 40 and 3,000 or 30,000. So this could be an area that where we can just kind of chop back and forth the rest of the night. There is a previous day high sitting up there. That was kind of an area that we were looking for a short. 93 to 95. There was a previous day high up there. And this is also where that big order block is up here also, if you're trading into that. You too, Nate. Thank you guys for hanging out and watching tonight. Like I said, sorry there wasn't really a lot of trading tonight. It was just a lot of chop tonight. And I just didn't feel like getting chopped up tonight. So the last couple of days have been horrible. I mean, this is classic summertime trading. So, all right, guys, thank you.